Hey guys, and welcome to another video feature. Whilst most of you spend your summer on beaches, camping and taking in the British sun, okay, maybe not that, but did you notice how many titles came out in August? 2K's The Bureau XCOM Declassified was amongst the bunch, and if you haven't had a clue what it is, where have you been? If you cast your mind back to 1994, you can probably remember the tactical turn-based PC strategy game, UFO Enemy Unknown, the original XCOM. This was shortly followed by many sequels such as XCOM Terrors from the Deep, Apocalypse, Interceptor, Alien Invasion and Enforcer. And since then there's been 2 more titles come out within a year of each other. But what is the difference between XCOM Enemy Unknown and the Bureau Declassified? Just like the original, Enemy Unknown is a turn-based isometric tactical role-playing game. Quite a mouthful. But what it means is, think of chess, but with guns, aliens, and more aliens. Every level you play begins with your chosen team being dropped off into a safe zone where you'll eventually spread out, find survivors, kill or capture the threat, and make it home alive. Being turn-based means potentially every order that you give, from where you send your troops to get cover, to which aliens to shoot first, could result in you losing soldiers if you make the wrong call. Also, being a top-down isometric game, you were able to see the entire map just like a real-time strategy game, like Command & Conquer for example. If your troops can't see the enemy, then you can't fire at them due to the shroud of vision. That's the catch. So spreading out, controlling vantage points, watching your flank is the best tactic.
Excellent work. All objectives complete.
The Bureau, on the other hand, is a third-person shooter that most refer to play similar to the Mass Effect games. You only have 2 additional people in your party as opposed to Enemy Unknown's party of 6, but that doesn't mean it's anything less of hectic. You can easily get overwhelmed and outnumbered. The mechanic of taking cover, sending your guy to a better position whilst you draw the enemy's fire, and dominating the situation never gets boring and is satisfying every time. Also, the fact that it's a third-person shooter means that there's no pausing in between every move that you do. The Bureau has a battle focus which kind of slows down time, and you get to plan out your moves. As opposed to Enemy Unknown's pausing, you can take a break and go away. The story both titles revolve around is aliens invading Earth, and how this new threat means having to upgrade from current weapons and tech to overcome this new foe. Both games incorporate an XCOM base of operations where you recruit new troops, research the new technology, and is basically your hub of the whole game. There is a lot of strategy to upgrading your base in Enemy Unknown. You have to balance how much power you have, all the resources, your money, and also upgrade your workshops, labs, and even satellites. In the Bureau, your base has less customizing features but more character, and you can explore every department within XCOM, from the labs, the offices, to the shooting range. In Enemy Unknown, you don't really follow one person's story, whereas in the Bureau you have protagonist William Carter. He's pretty cool, haunted by his past, and he's hired as a great leader. Just focusing on one character means that the game could be seen as a lot more story driven. It is interesting to learn about his history and what he goes through as a crazy experience uncovering the truth.
Do you mind if I call you Will?
Yes, I do mind.
Well, I'm not calling you Agent Carter. I might be military, but I'm not that formal.
I prefer William.
In both games you have the option to customize your team to suit your playing style and what fits the situation. There is a similar skill tree in each where leveling up your soldiers unlocks better traits, each of the classes offer different specialities and also using different weapon types. For example, your sniper class might have a similar move in Enemy Unknown, the headshot. And the Bureau, critical strike.
Hit it hard!
The big difference in the games is that William Carter eventually unlocks quite an arsenal of support tools for battle. In Enemy Unknown you have less. The only thing that you find the same is that the type of loadouts you have. So you have a primary weapon, a secondary, which is usually a special, and grenades. So, there are 3 major differences between the 2 games, and if you've only played one, it's worth picking up the other to further your XCOM experience. Taking down the alien threat, developing your characters to dominate the front line, and upgrading your base so you can unlock a new alien technology is still the heart and backbone behind Enemy Unknown and the Bureau.
Survive, adapt, win. Welcome to XCOM.
And just as you thought it ended there, Enemy Within, the continuation of the original, is around the corner, with additional missions, new tech, enhanced soldiers, mechs, and even a new human threat, the Exalt. Prepare to get suited up for an action-packed expansion.
Discovered alien substance will allow us to create them. You may choose to augment your soldiers biologically, or enhance them with the latest in cybernetic technology. Those who volunteer for these procedures will sacrifice much, but they will gain a substantial increase in combat effectiveness.